Liverpool Fan in Japan.
Hello YouTube, Liverpool Fan in Japan here, the Miyazaki man, Sai. Sadly, we lost to Nottingham Forest 1-0 at home at Anfield. Thank you everyone for joining me on the live stream. It was epic, really fun, great to see you all. I think there's a record turnout concurrently, around 160 viewers, right? But yes, this is a channel with substance and abundance, and we aim to analyse what went wrong and the key questions for Arne and Liverpool over emotion, because understandably it's a downer for everyone, right? It kind of ruins your mood for a week, but luckily we have the opportunity on Wednesday to put things right at the San Siro. Now this is not going to be an easy game, but some of the key questions that I want to go through is Arne after the international break. Does he have a plan B? He utilised the same starting lineup again, and what were his ideas behind the substitutions? Now hopefully, you know, he learned something from this loss, because sometimes you can learn more things from a loss than a win. But let's go into the key decisions and moments that probably influenced the game. So let's get into it. But before we do, everyone has a coping mechanism to get a bad result with Liverpool out of their mind. And over the weekend, I went to round one, a multi-story sports complex. You pay 2,000 yen and you get to access and play everything in the whole building for 3 hours. This is what I did to shake out that Liverpool result. My goodness. There's only one way to de-stress from a Liverpool loss, and that's to ride the ball. So having flown out of the blocks, beating Ipswich, beating Brentford, beating Man United 3-0, 3 clean sheets, right? International break came about at the worst time. Now, it's kind of necessary evil for some players, because it gives, especially South American players like Nunez, like McAllister, a taste of home, seeing their mates, the atmosphere, which rejuvenates the mental health. But obviously Nunez stayed behind because of the international ban to train with Arne. Now, we are usually lethargic after an international break, and Arne and Liverpool lads would know that, right? Arne even didn't use that as an excuse. He said the boys were looking fit and sharp in training. He went up with the same lineup, right? The same lineup: Alisson, Becker, Van Dijk, Konate, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Andrew Robertson, Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai, Lucho Diaz, Diogo Jota and Mo Salah. Same lineup. They delivered the goods on the first 3 days, but obviously Nuno Espirito Santo and his team had the opportunity to gauge what Liverpool were doing in the first 3 fixtures, and they set up with a 3 in midfield in the 6th position. It's a 5-3-2. 2 were pressing from the front, but they weren't particularly pressing hard. The 5 at the back held firm, because always you had the centre-back, the side centre-back and the full-back to close down Luis Diaz, to close down Mo Salah. The 3 in the middle, the 3 defensive midfielders, stayed in position, stayed in the zone, didn't press particularly hard, because they said to Liverpool, can you bring your prominent players into the 10 position? Because Arne loves to get the players into the 10 position through a transition or through off the ball movement to play from there. Our 10s could never get in that position, and that was a big worry, a big red flag to begin with, right? This is one of the reasons why I had hoped that Darwin Núñez would have started the game, because when Darwin Núñez starts the game is different because of his pace, his off the ball running, and especially diagonal running as well. The offside line has to be held further back because you can't give him space in behind. Hopefully that brings the midfield free further back as well, which means you have more space to play in front of him, right? We had a lot of the ball, we had a lot of possession. In fact, they were very happy to toss the ball up front, duel the second ball, and wherever the spillage is, play from there. So we had a lot of the ball, we had a lot of possession, but as Arne correctly said, we didn't do anything with the possession. And so many occasions when we did get the ball into the final third, into game-winning positions, we fluffed the ball. How many times did Salah cut inside, tried to play a lateral ball straight to the opposition player, and out they come, breaking again? It was frustrating. We had to play in front of them. In these kind of games, you rely on long shots, you rely on absolute pinpoint ball to break the opposition. One of the game-winning scenarios was Trent Alexander-Arnold, it looked like, in the quarterback position, the central midfield inverted from right back position. That ball over the top, he had 3 opportunities to hit that, and every single one of them were overhit. The issue I have with Trent Alexander-Arnold in the central midfield position, apart from the fact that he needs space to roam into, he needs to look forward, he hasn't got peripheral vision as well, is his arc of influence. And this is a key thing about a midfielder. You look at Toni Kroos, you look at Luka Modric, even Frenkie de Jong, Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, or, you know, the prominent midfielders of old. They have a very small arc of influence whereby the ball is held and retained in a circle very close to their body, very close to their feet, which means they're always in control of the ball. Trent Alexander-Arnold has a bigger sphere that he needs to operate in because he needs to roll the ball out of his feet in order to deliver cracking long balls from distance, right? The big difference between a Pirlo and a Trent Alexander-Arnold is Pirlo can keep the ball, retain it close to his feet until the moment of a trigger point to release the ball out and wide, in which case it's a simple movement to move the ball and hit it. Trent Alexander-Arnold, peripheral vision, looks and hits the ball, which gives the opposition an opportunity to press him, which means either long ball is rushed, he's tackled, or he has to retain possession and go backwards and recycle the ball as well. So there's influence of play. The ball has to be further away from his body. To be fair to Trent, he tried to take it on his shoulders, take the onus of the game, Steven Gerrard style, and break forward, charge forward, get into those prominent areas. You noticed in the first half, Trent Alexander-Arnold was playing right midfield because he really was in an advanced position, trying to get in and amongst the areas where he could hurt opposition, except for the fact that he was crowded out by the Nottingham Forest three. Robertson was tucked in on the left, kind of left wing back, left centre back kind of role to give Trent the freedom to do it, but it wasn't coming up trumped, which was why he inverted to base to find the space. Trent Alexander-Arnold has won the game winning conditions. The long balls weren't pinpoint, unfortunately, and therefore rolled out of play, returning the ball to opposition. Another game-winning scenario was Lucho Diaz 1v1 against their fullback Arne, but unfortunately Arne put in an absolute marvellous defensive performance and pretty much pocketed Lucho Diaz. Lucho Diaz, to be fair to him, was still our most attacking threat of the front three, and we will get to the front three in a bit as well, but Arne pocketed him, was very calm and composed, brought the ball out from the back, and held possession as well. Lucho Diaz did not have an influential game. Now, they were called to move him over to the right-hand side because Mo Salah really just can't dribble the man out wide anymore. And every time he went into the half-space position, all his options were covered. They were marked. And without the intelligent movement in there and a congested area, it's very hard for him to find the opportunity to score the goal or create an assist as well. To be fair, some of our opportunities came from a Trivela outside the foot, left-footed pass from Mo Salah, and a McAllister right-footed pass into Diogo Jota. Now, Jota skewed it in the air. He should have tried to, last airbender, hit his foot through the ball, get it through as well. Unfortunate. Lucho Diaz's best chance was through persistence because a through ball, which was hit and hope, Lucho Diaz raced onto it, got it, and hit the front post. That was just unlucky. In these kind of games, you need the half chances or a bit of luck or slice of luck to go your way. Even Soboslai, when we were 1-0 down, pelting the ball, head down, hitting it with a little bit of trajectory, he could have been more composed and placed it. He has more quality and time to get his foot through the ball, but also precision and placement to get it in, or even a dodgy deflection, Lampard style, could have got it in as well. We were unlucky in moments as well. Now, whose fault is this? I think it's more down to the players underperforming on the day than Arne Slot's tactics, because Arne Slot's tactics got them the possession, got them into certain half-chance game-winning scenarios, like Mo Salah in half space on the right, Lucho Diaz 1v1, and Trent Alexander-Arnold having some opportunity to ping the ball over the top as well. But Diogo Jota had a big off day. His movement was almost non-existent. He wasn't sharp. The ball bounced off him and he couldn't connect to Salah or Lucho Diaz either. His dribbling didn't go anywhere as well. But you've got to give a little bit of leeway to the front line for the fact that the front line is always facilitated by the midfield performance. If the midfield can get a handle of the game and dominate the game in the middle third, then you can play from there. It gives you a basis to have your off-the-ball runs, to play closer to the ball, to get a player third in advance. One thing I didn't see, which was very unfortunate, which was what I thought was a prominent part of the slot machine, Arne Slot's style of football, is the lateral passing. You pass laterally, you get an overload as the extra man on the side, and you keep passing laterally until the opposition are forced to commit you, in which case you play the ball through the lines and then you've got an overload on the other side to attack the final third. We didn't have those lateral balls. It seemed as though we were playing a lot of loose balls, a lot of long balls, a lot of hit and hopes. And when you're doing that, basically you're taking a gamble that you can win the second ball in a high up position. Very questionable. And then when Nottingham Forest play the long ball, play high balls and scramble in our sixth position, in our fullback positions as well, this is where I thought a player like Wataru Endo, who scraps, who lives on fighting, who lives amongst a ruckus and chaos of congested dirt ball style. First of all, he leaps like a salmon, so you can add to the aerial ability there as well. But secondly, getting that crunching tackle, getting the momentum of the game back on your side, geeing up the crowd. The crowd loves a feisty tackle. Anfield was unfortunately very quiet again. I know the style of play didn't lend itself well to cheering and boisterous noise because we didn't create chance after chance. You look at the North London derby, Tottenham and Arsenal were end to end, whereas Liverpool were probing, hitting the ball back, head up and looking for a long ball over the top. And it was very, very interesting to see why we'd be doing that. And if we were to do that, why don't you put Wataru Endo into the midfield, who can calm down the play and play the simple ball to get the ball to feet, and then you play from there instead of trying to be too tricky and too clever and play the killer ball on occasion over the top too many times as well. Now, I tried to take away the emotion and just analyse is what it is, right? Federico Chiesa, a lot of people were like, why isn't he on the bench? He could have made a difference. Looking forward to see Chiesa, home debut, that kind of thing. By the way, Jack White, who's a sports fan, was in the attendance at Liverpool, as was Thiago Alcantara. Unfortunately, we didn't put on the display. But yes, I digress just a little bit. Federico Chiesa, they're probably trying to build up his match fitness, rebuild the Terminator so he can perform as soon as he comes onto the pitch for the long term. Not just a memento, 10 minutes, 15 minutes cameo here or there. Build him up so he doesn't become an Arthur Melo, that he doesn't crock in the first game, that he doesn't pull a hamstring or have related muscular injuries because of the ACL, for example. So we need a Chiesa fit and firing and be able to contribute for the whole 90 minutes where possible, because he is a dominant player when he's on form. He is capable of those 10 out of 10 performances. So I don't mind them holding him back and building up his fitness, getting him used to the pace and rigours of the Premier League. So that's that. But looking off the bench, Curtis Jones looked off form. He was very much on the left-hand side. And when you bring on Kostas Tsimikas as well, who has the ability to whip a gorgeous ball from the left-hand side, giving him space, time, get his head up to whip the ball in, you don't need a Curtis Jones in the 10 position roaming to the left to take up his space, occupying his space. Do you remember my tactical video about Lucha FC? You would have moved the play to the right-hand side to give Tsimikas the left lanes to get his head up to whip the ball and don't congest his space because he's an attacking option. We gambled and eventually had a backline of Connor Bradley, who was beaten on the outside a couple of times by Callum Hudson-Odoi as well, who got the leap on him. Unfortunately, he couldn't get up to the speed of the game. We had Connor Bradley, Van Dijk and Kostas Tsimikas as a back three. Doesn't inspire the most confidence, especially when Connor Bradley is good at bombing up and down the wing. Kostas Tsimikas needs to get in the half space on the left to deliver a cross in. The tactical decisions were a bit befuddled, really. Curtis Jones couldn't get to the speed of the game, got tackled, got dispossessed as well. Cody Gakpo, it seems as though we haven't got a system that makes the most out of Cody Gakpo and Darwin Núñez. It was kind of more of the same, bring them on for fresh legs, playing the same kind of system. Núñez needs to play differently from a Diogo Jota, as does Cody Gakpo from Lucho Diaz, for example. And there weren't obvious signs as to we are setting up to facilitate their best attributes and best functions as well. But yeah, going back to ways to kind of cheer yourself up. Good. And apart from the kids causing chaos, I got this as well. Look at this 50th anniversary weekly shonen magazine. Some of the best anime of all time here. We got Inuyasha, Hajime no Ippo, Major Baseball, Karate High School, School Rumble. The list goes on. Some of the most prominent and beautiful anime. You can't always be buying weeb merch, although I've got a pile of weeb merch in the corner there. But apart from that, my mate Atoz Soccer gave me another goodie. Let's open her up. This is what I'm talking about. Weeb goodies and football goodies galore to take away the blues from a Liverpool lose. Should be lost, but doesn't rhyme, right? Okay, let's open this up. Thank you so much, my man. Soccer Atoz does beautiful football kits, Liverpool themed kits, international kits, samurai blue Japan kits. Let's see what gift he's giving me today. This is obviously Japan Football Association with the karasu. Karasu means crow as well. Okay, this is like a smoky grey. What have we got here? It's almost see-through. I can see this. This is like, what is this? Shogun Samurai Adidas Jersey Heat Ready Japan Football Association official license. This is a Samurai Shogun on the back and the front. And he's got like a Terminator red eye as well. Thank you so much, my man. I'm going to chop this and give it a go right now. Soccer Atoz is the best right now. He does amazing kits. I've got to work a bit of magic to get this on over the jumper. Alright, oh, this is nice and chilled and body hugging. I'm feeling better already, I'm sorry. I get over bad results quite quickly because I buy my way out of it. Just kidding, it does hurt. But look, you can only beat what's in front of you, right? We lost to Nottingham Forest, sure, still top 4 at the moment. We need to make up the points by beating Man City, beating Arsenal in head-to-heads, and then will come the real placements of where we belong this season. Can Arne Slot tactically overcome these juggernauts? I have full faith in his tactical acumen, but the players have got to step up. They were a little bit lethargic, couldn't get out of second gear. But by the way, Soccer Atoz, this is top-notch Samurai Shogun. I'm like a warlord In the three kingdoms, I feel we're ready to take on the world, starting with the San Siro, Milan. Obviously, we've got to chop and change. I'm going to do a full preview and tactical preview of the Milan game as well. Let me know whether you want me to do the tactical board on the studio setup or whether you want me to do the interactive board just on the PC. Which one do you guys prefer? Let me know in the comments below as well. Make sure to smash a like on this video. Hopefully you guys cheer up. Lots to be looking forward to, even though we lost. Unfortunate results went against us. Arsenal beat Spurs as well. Man City barely won it as well. There's only been a 1 goal swing in the majority of the matches. The Premier League this season is very, very tight. Always keep in mind that we don't have a God-given right to win every single game. They've got to huff and puff and show their quality on the field and actually win the games. And unfortunately, we came up short against the Nottingham Forest, who came to sit, defend, play long balls. But to be fair to them, they actually created 2 great goal-scoring chances in the second half as well, with intricate patterns of play. They were well drilled, and ultimately we couldn't break them down. We only got ourselves to blame. Arne needs to pick up the lads and show his tactical acumen against Milan. Bring on the Nunes, bring on Wataru, Endo, Cody Gakpo may start as well. Chop and change, utilise the squad. It's unfortunate Harvey Elliott got an injury. But guys, start of a week. Hope you guys G up and cheer up and support as always. We're in it together, guys. For the highs and the positivity and the lows, where we support and help each other out and get through the week together. Join the Discord to chat through it as well. Look, very level-headed people, very cool people, and we're only 8 members or so away from 7,000 subscribers, which is a huge milestone. I will do a giveaway of this beautiful windbreaker purple LFC overall. This is beautiful and stunning. I'm going to do a giveaway to all the members. I think we're on 83 members or whatnot, 17 members away from the big 100. Lots of giveaways coming soon. In fact, I will be giving away 50 Liverpool FC pieces of merchandise. I've got M, I've got L, I've got S size. So pick your size if you win. Details coming very, very soon. But as always, huge thank you to the members who are supporting this channel and backing the shiny one. So I want to say a big warm welcome to Elusive Glue Jeff. Thank you so much for joining the LFIJ All Stars, the newest member. We are well on our way to 100 members now. Thank you so much to Joseph M, Jamie R, Kristen Debs P, Leonardo 1, Captain Haz, and now Elusive Glue, going above and beyond to support the channel. Much love to all the Wonder Kids too. There'll be free members videos coming out this week, so keep an eye on it, and we will be doing content throughout the week. So thank you so much for joining the live stream as well. Much love to everybody. And if you haven't already seen it, that video between me and Mai, you know who the original shiny one is, right? Before we do the outro and hitting my music, I'm going to show you round 1 at Sports Complex. 2,000 yen. It's like 12, 13 pounds for 3 hours of fun. Free arcades, free sports, free VR, free interaction. Beautiful scenery. Have a lookie.
Miyazaki man, Ichiban.
There you are. Hello, Mia. It's crazy here in the Liverpool Fan. Miyazaki man silent, Liverpool Fan in Japan. Enjoying the madness. It is round 1 at the moment. My goodness. Crazy. Yes! Whoa, 本当だ. Wow! 新幹線行こう! 上手上手. Hop, 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 hop. Jump, Ada, jump, 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 Ada, jump, jump, jump. Wow. Challenge, challenge. There's a whole second floor of baseball cages, batting, tennis, and more. Join the socials. Until next time, Janet.
Liverpool fan in Japan.